Just and it's a no power. So no power. So as you guys know, before we plug charger to our machine, we will first get an idea of the state of the machine. To do so, we need to take out the back cover, which is basically to get inside the machine. Okay, back screws are out. Okay, um, somebody was here before, definitely. So usually there's a screw shield here. It says it's been taken out. It's been peeled off. It's like that. It's peeled off. That's peeled off. That's peeled off. And you can also you can see fingerprints here. Yeah. So someone was definitely here before. Yeah, we know the first to open this one. So let us get an idea of what's happening here. First thing we want to do is what do we do first, Peter? Yeah, we disconnect the battery and do basic measurements. On this 14 inches and the 16 inches, the main battery line, line is going to be under the trackpad cable. So I'm just going to show you guys that. We don't need that now, but I just want to show you guys that. So unlike uh, the previous designs of with this type of, you know, dual battery system. So see now, see the main battery power line is now under the trackpad. It suffices to just disconnect the battery cable, so the battery data cable. But if you want the battery main power line, it's now under the trackpad cable. We do not have to remove um, the main battery power line. It's not required to disconnect the battery from the board. However, just because we may as well have to, I mean, hoping that we'll have to take the board out of the shell. So yeah, so why not just take the screw out, since I had to show you guys the battery location, the battery main power location. So first thing we want to do is we want to see if we have a short on our board, starting by checking our PPBUS. This is a 14 inches. I've already mentioned that. Black rope. Oh yeah. Do we? Okay. Let us. I'm just gonna review the board number so we can basically open up the board view and then walk along that line. So the board number is 80-02098. Zero. I'm not sure that did you get that. So it's 820. Are you able to see that? Yeah. Okay. So let's open the board view. 80, that one, yeah? Yeah. Okay, so that's our board view. First thing first, we want to check on the side, it's our PPBUS, which is these two guys here, F5200 and F5201. Uh, okay, yeah, let's see. Do we have PPBUS? PPBUS says PPBUS underscore AON, which is which basically substituted or replaced, yeah, replaced G3 hot, which will remain always present. So let's start from there. What do we have? We just confirm ground part. Okay, let's see. What do we have? Okay, we don't have a short on our PPBUS. NAND 2.5, no. Okay, the other side, no. And then one of the ways you can easily check, I mean, for faulty cap, it's because the cap has one side nine out of 10 cabs, one side on the main and then the other side will be on ground. If the cab is not being used on the data line, which will obviously be like if it's type of cab that both ends are not used on the data line, then you have one side on ground and then the other side will be on your line. So if I do this and I get a beep, then naturally I will check the other side. But if I check the other side first and I don't get a beep, I don't have to go check the other side. Do you understand?
But what if you get two beeps?
No. Okay, this is it. So if I do this cap, okay, so on this cap, if I do this on one side and I don't get a beep,
Yeah.
I don't check the other side because naturally the other side is going to be ground.
Yeah.
But if I do this and my first check gave me a beep,
You
then
check it
yeah,
outside.
do you understand? Okay. So this is an inductor. Obviously, I didn't expect any type of beep to be there. So we already checked PPBUS line. We don't have a short there. And then this side, obviously, because this side we checked, and then now this side, then we don't have anything there. Beep this side, nothing. Beep this side, nothing. This side, do we have a short there? Short, no, no. Okay. Let's see. Let's check our coils. Uh, okay. Hmm. Okay. So now that we confirmed we don't have a short, before we take the board out, let's try to do what? What do we do next, Peter?
Peter research.
No, this is an M1.
Because I didn't see you even checking the check the feedback, nothing.
Okay.
You just take out the board where the breakout.
No. So the next thing we do is to put the machine into DFU mode. After checking that we don't have a short,
We can back the chat.
yeah, I mean, after we've checked that we don't have a short, the next thing we want to do is, yeah,
Put the machine in TF.
okay, but before that, you said you got it right, which is to plug the charger
Yeah.
and see what we have. I mean, if we have 0 volt, for example, or I mean, depending on what we have, that will determine, So let's just see how much power we have here now. It's fine. It's just this is gonna. I'm just gonna put this off. Disconnect the battery. Okay. Disconnect the battery and then we can put it aside. Okay, now let's see what do we have on our PP bus. Oh, actually, let's use our MagSafe 3 so we can get a to see if we have indication on the charger.
Mm,
When
I was about to ask.
Yeah,
I was about to ask why you need to use Maxim.
yeah, it's because of the indication on the charger. I want to see if I get something on the charger. Okay, I don't have anything on my charger. Let's see what we have on our PP bus. Okay, but before then, let's just confirm that our charger is working. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, charger is working. Let's try this. Okay, we don't have anything in our charger. Now, because we don't have anything in our charger, we would not really necessarily want to go put the machine into DFU mode. You understand? So right now, I want to see what do we have on our PP bus. Let's see. Let's see what we have on our PP bus. 12.3. 12.33. Okay. Okay. So yeah, we have uh okay. So okay. So we can just go ahead and take the board out, to make our work easy, or we can just experiment on something, which is to put the machine into DFU mode and just see what reaction you get with the machine in DFU mode.
Three.
Yeah. So the funny thing about this PPBUS is when the PPBUS is generated, you get around about 12.02 ish, not 12.32. No. Okay, because this is an M1, the port to use is going to be the one close to, yeah, the MagSafe. Okay, and then on the host machine you can use any port, it doesn't matter. Uh, and then yeah, this is like a waste of time, but yeah, let's just experiment with something. Let's see what we get, and let's see if the machine goes into DFU mode. Give it. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so we do not get the machine to go into DFU mode. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is take our board out and then find out why we do not have communication at all. Uh, T6. It's T6. I think T6 is here. So this will need a T5 and a T6. Actually, let's use a T5 from here. Wait, is that a T5? No, that's it's a T6. This T5 looks so tiny. And the T6 looks too big. Okay, let's see the T6 of this, T5 and T6. Um, it's definitely too big. Um, let's see, 1 point. It looks like it's actually mixed because I see that's not supposed to be there. Um, okay, let's try it with. Let's see if we can use okay, we use this. This is a T5, but it's a little bit broader compared to the other T5 that's there. With the M2 out, you will start to see more of the M1s now. Yeah, 14 inches. Okay, T T T4. Always try wherever possible to guide your screwdriver. That way you do not uh, get it to slip. You look for that screw, Peter.
Mm.
One screw just fell now. You look for it afterwards. Don't forget, it's one of the white ones. Eh? Okay. Hmm? Another. That's the first one, not the second one, yeah? Okay. Start from the right hand side. Of Touch ID. Very careful. Okay, so we take the board out from this side, yeah, Peter? Okay, so that. Okay, like I said, when you're taking your board out, if you find any resistance, please look carefully. Don't just, and especially be very, very careful, especially around the touch ID. You don't want to damage anything. Don't want to break your touch ID. That will really make your client scream at you. Okay, so pull this out. Let's put the shell one side. Check the other side of our board. See what's happening. Give it a visual inspection. So we can either start from right to left or from left to right. It doesn't matter. So yeah, let's see what's going on. Why do we have no communication on our charger? Okay, I just saw something, but I'm gonna go to that later. Let's give it a visual inspection. It's funny how this board behaves, because when you have a secondary, when you have when you have an issue on a secondary rail, it basically may prevent your charger communication, basically, which is your MagSafe 3. So you will get no communication at all from the charger. I mean, that's because on the previous designs, I mean, provided so the PPDCIN slash charger communication, which is mostly controlled by the SMC. Even though you may have a problem on your PPBUS, for example, or you have a problem on your S5 rail, for example, you will still have your one wire circuitry will still be working. But in this case, you have an issue on your secondary rail, and then you do not have charger communication. Okay, so let's give it a bit of a board inspection. Okay, we don't see everything seems fine except this section of the board here, there. So here, that section, you see that doesn't look good. So let's see what that is. Flip the board to the other side, and then this you are 660. That is really okay. Let's see. Is it creating a short? Let's see. Is it creating a short? it's not creating a short on the board. So, hmm, hmm. Okay, that's interesting. Let's remove it, but obviously let's make sure our land it's covered. We don't want anything to happen to our land. Okay, that's the only section of the board that looks to be of a concern. Okay, it's definitely damaged because of a slight liquid corrosion in that section. Can you see that?
Yeah. Like,
So it's a wonder. Okay, okay. So now that that chip is out, first and first, let's see what the board does now. Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
small things you give the client the right.
No, but you can you imagine what's happening here? I mean, um, the speakers. It's not.
Okay, so one
Aha.
point two I saw that.
Yeah, but unless we have a short on unless that was creating a short on the 3.3 volt AON line. Yeah, that that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, yeah, that will make sense because yeah, that because you need that rail is required for you to have communication in the charger. Now about the PPBUS that I was saying. So when the device it's booting, this is what you should get on your PPBUS. See that? Yeah, that's what you should get. So when you get so unlike when you get 12.6 or like the previous boards 12.6 12.23 it was reverse, when it's high your SMC is fine and good. But this now 12.32 now you're not this is this is just interesting for okay yeah but it makes sense now. I mean so pp3v3 pp3 the pp3v pp3.8 aon definitely that it's yeah that's something to definitely be concerned about. Okay, so that's good. Next thing we want to do is we want to replace that chip, but before we do so let's prepare that section of the board for the chip to come. Now, when you depending on the type of soldering iron you're using to, but just be careful not to press against your board because you don't want to rip off the pads. Very important. I'm just trying to see if I can get that pad out a little bit. Hmm. Okay, now let's get another board to replace. You see, guys, why I say, guys, it's very important that you have your boards handy. I mean, imagine if you have to order this chip, you know. So, yeah, if you want to do this repair, I mean, if you want to do repairs, try to make sure that you have your your donor boards handy. It's important. Okay, now to install it, what we'll do is I want to reduce my heat. I don't want to risk anything on my land. I'm gonna reduce my heat, and then not just reduce my heat. I'm gonna put a board over it because I do not want to risk any damage around my NAND chip. Let's first place the board, the chip there. Okay, we'll be using the press down method. So that crackling sound you hear, it's from the capacitors, eh?
That one did also from last.
Yeah, it's from the capacitors. You know how to get in that. Uh, it actually, but I'm gonna check. Okay. Very interesting, yeah. Yeah, but again, yeah, it makes sense because I was just thinking, oh no, just a speaker. Nah, just now it makes sense. So it's not a okay. You sure we don't have a short before we introduce power to our board? And then PB3 V3 yeah, let's see. Okay, which is this here. Okay, we don't have a short on it. Because yeah, that's good. Okay, so now we can test. I'm actually hoping that we should have a working board, but we don't know until we confirm. Uh, do you know how annoying that is? Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. Check. So one screw failed. That and then that also, and then that. If we need more, we can always get more. Okay. So now let's test our board. We're hopeful that now, Peter, the question you want to ask is, how did Liquid get to that section of the board?
because it's like in the middle.
Yeah. So how? I mean, how? Uh, yeah, like that. It's very, and this is also why sometimes when you tell the client, okay, we had to fix a damage, but then the damage we fixed was caused by corrosion, they be like, what do you mean corrosion? I've never. Yeah, I also agree with you, but it is what it is. The touch ID, and sometimes the way the touch ID breaks, it's almost like the amount of pressure that that went through the touch ID breaking. Ordinarily, you would say it's not supposed to be enough to break. But you just be surprised, like, yeah, the touch ID is broken. Yeah, so you just be extra careful. So usually, I would say you only need to be careful, not fearful. Because when you're fearful, you just mess up the whole thing. Yeah, you be careful but not fearful. Um, yeah, just be aware. So you want to clean your board in a way that when someone opens the board, back in the days, you because it was a tradition that when the board is worked on and then people open it up, they should see signs of where it's been worked on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So someone will open the board that you work on, and they'd be like, "Nah, he lied to you. He didn't work on this board." My friend, I did work on the board, but no, man. Show me where you did work. Like, yeah, I worked here. No, it's not possible without ultrasonic. I mean, how did you? Yeah, yeah. I did work on the board. So you want to keep your board clean.
Yeah.
It's very good to keep your board clean. Then you keep your guys guessing. Wait, where did he work exactly? Which section of the board did he work? Cables, and then that is running away. That's so. Let's see what cable is missing. This is there. Present, 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 present. That's present, present. Okay. You just need to go up. That's it. Yeah. Okay. So. Um, it very seems like the board is working now. Peter, did we just put the screws or test first?
Yeah.
Put screws.
I'm sure it's
Okay, okay. Peter said put screws. Okay, in case we have to take it out again, blame Peter. Uh, always make sure your screws are properly centered.
Because on their parts the other day, I realized they have hooks, so they go like at the middle of the board, so that when you close the plate, it will slide there.
Which one is that?
One, I say, which screw does this? Which where was this screw?
Did you ask me?
Yeah,
What did I say?
she didn't say anything. But after I like put all the screws, that is the only place where I was missing screws.
Was that the first time you worked on that?
16 inches screws, especially those that I was new to see, or I didn't take a note with my
But
manifest.
this the 12 inches they implemented similar design. 12 inches.
Is it?
Yeah, they implemented similar designs on 12 inches. Mhm. 12 inches is another funny machine. If you don't know that machine, you will rip the cables off. I mean, yeah, it's we once had a client who came with all the cable ripped off and 12 inches. That's why it's important that you know what you're doing. If not, you make mistakes and then you argue. Yeah. Mm. Be sure that our screws are complete. Okay, let's do this first. Mm. There's a particular screw that I need. Let's see. No, it's actually it's one I need right here. Okay, yes. No, it's not here. Still so we need one here. That's not good. It's, it's not exactly what I need for it, but it does the work. That's not what I need for it. In any case,
That one next to the fan doesn't look like.
this one. Okay, let's check it out. Short.
It's true.
Yeah, but that's not. That's yeah. That's a little different. That's not properly seated.
Where I say very soon these screws, I'll be closing my eyes to open them.
Yeah, it's enough time. Peter, you said we shouldn't test. Okay, okay,
Yeah, this is I am 100% sure.
okay then. Okay.
Because when I saw that, I was inspecting on the side was what the board was like very clean. I almost couldn't see that place you were saying was corroded.
Um,
Then
Another thing when we are clipping this the cables, be sure that they are clipped on both sides. Sometimes they clip with only one side. So then you open up your, then after the machine is assembled and one thing is not working. And then also when you're using this, be careful not to
to lift it off.
no this pierce it.
Oh yeah.
So to use this, you really need to have 100% control of it. Otherwise, okay, now screw.
Actually, don't even use it with
No, you
because
don't.
it's
You
very
don't.
thin and
Okay.
especially this 14 inches and 16 inches board.
Yeah.
I've realized if it doesn't sit nice, you that main cable for the screen it doesn't connect
Mm.
until it's on the position. So you need to make sure before you put any screw with the waste, you're gonna do
Otherwise,
it
you have
again.
to, yeah. So sometimes when that becomes difficult, you want to slightly release this just a little bit so that it gives you room for the other one to fit.
Oh yeah.
Okay, the one. We're gonna check or just get another one. Let's first see if I can find another one here.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fine, I found one. So what we can do to make it even, let's use this here. So that they rhyme to be the same. I don't know if you understand.
Also, the Ukrainian first time I hit
Today,
afternoon, he was coming back home and saying his wife
not feeling too well. Sure. Okay. Uh, guys, blame Peter. Peter said it's fine, you can close it. So it is not on me. Right, so one, it's fine. What we were missing was just one, which we had already replaced. Okay, let's just try to clean that so that it doesn't look factory. The fingerprint is out. Okay. Okay. Mm, Time flies, Peter.
Yeah, especially the weather is like this. You don't even see it. Because
Okay.
now it was 3 o'clock.
It's 5:41. This is going to be our last repair. Okay, guys. Let's hope it worked because Peter said don't test, just close.
This is not even a doubt.
Do we have communication and charger? Okay, we have communication. That's good. Okay, Peter was right. Peter was so confident that it's a fix, so we didn't have to worry. So yeah, that is it, guys. That's a completed repair. Uh, Peter is gonna do the cleanup, testings, and everything, and then I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you, guys. See you.